Here are 3 extraordinary people who once lived in rather ordinary parts of London. Thomas Crapper was a plumber and inventor from Yorkshire who is famous for things he didn't do and not as famous as he should be for things he did do. His blue plaque is one thing near Birkbeck. He didn't invent the flushing toilet, that was Sir John Harrington in 1596, and he's also not the origin of the obscenity you're thinking of when you see his name. That comes from Middle English, which is not English from the Midlands. But he did have a big hand in toilet history, responsible for the U-bend and the floating stopcock. He also popularised having wash basins next to toilets. So next time you see somebody not washing their hands in a public toilet, you can tell them this: "You're Crapper's biggest hater," and then you get punched. Amy Johnson was, in 1930, the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia. Her blue plaque is one thing near Cricklewood. No wonder she likes flying, you need an airlift to get across the Finchley Road here. Her record-breaking journey began at the former Croydon Airport, which you may remember me visiting last year. Her plane Jason, weird name, is now on display at the Science Museum. Other achievements include breaking speed records for flights to Japan and Cape Town and becoming the first British woman to qualify as a ground engineer. Also, not to reduce a woman to her love life, but she got married to a guy who proposed mid-flight 8 hours after they met. Pilots, eh? They move fast. She died in 1941 when her air transport auxiliary aircraft crashed into the Thames estuary. Her body was never recovered. Peter Cushing was one of the most highly regarded actors of the 20th century, who you probably know best as Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars. His blue plaque is one thing near Riddlesdown. He grew up here in Kenley, which was obviously such a horrifying experience that his career became defined largely by his appearances in horror films, particularly Hammer horrors. Name a major fictional character and he's probably played them. The Sheriff of Nottingham, Van Helsing, Dr. Frankenstein, Sherlock Holmes. He's even played Doctor Who in a couple of non-canonical films. Go on, Whovians, have a fight in the comments about what counts as canon! And all that despite having no great interest in horror or sci-fi, and a fear of the dark. He was resurrected with CGI for 2016's Rogue One in a use of technology that at the time was like, oh wow, and in the future is going to be more like, oh no.